I hope you're all doing good. I'm Mr. H. Thank you for joining me for this video where we are doing a recursive algorithm in C++ for the Fibonacci series, a sequence of numbers where the first two numbers are always 1. From the third number, including that, onwards, it's always the sum of the previous two numbers. You are all familiar with the Fibonacci series, the sequence of numbers, but here we're doing it and demonstrating it in C++ programming. I'm utilizing here an online website. I will include the relevant credit and information in the tag for this video so you can look at that. What we will do here in C++ is demonstrate 20 Fibonacci numbers. I'll come down here and I'll change this to C++11. It's good for easy programs, fewer bugs in my opinion. And then we will erase most of this and then we'll get started. What I can do here for you all is zoom in one more time. And there it is. What we will do here is, after these two preprocessing directives, IOStream and string, which are responsible for input and output and the ability for us to input words and sentences, put here using name space std, essential for shortcutting through input and output commands. Then int main, which will define the actual function, the program, the code which will follow. We want to start by declaring three variables, x, y, and temp. X will represent 1, Y will represent 1. The first two items of the Fibonacci sequence. The temp will represent, in the recursive part, always the sum of the previous two numbers once the loop procedure begins. X should be equal to 1, Y should also be equal to 1. Now what we want to do is demonstrate these in terms of an output. Fibonacci number x, which will be an output of a 1. Then we'll do the next Fibonacci number, which will also be here a 1 until that loop procedure begins and then the changes occur. Now we have to do our loop procedure. Now consider, I want to do 20 Fibonacci numbers. Two of these are already picked, 1 and 1. So I want to do 18 more. My loop procedure will be this: for integer a equals 0, a is less than 18, plus a. So I'll go from 0 up to 17, including 17, there'll be 18 numbers, and here will be 19 and 20, we'll have our 20 Fibonacci numbers, and let's create that loop. The temp here will represent the sum of the previous two numbers, x plus y. We also want to demonstrate this in terms of an output. It's a Fibonacci number, so we have to demonstrate it and display it. It'll be the temp. What must happen now is the conditions must change. X must adopt a new value, y must adopt a new value for the loop procedure. X will be equal to the old y will be equal to the temp. At each step as this procedure occurs, a loop procedure, you're gonna have the temp display a new value which will be the sum of the previous two numbers, x and y. After that display, x will adopt a new value, the previous y will adopt a new value, the previous temp, and that will be the conclusion of the loop procedure. It will loop around 18 times. And that is the extent of this program. Return 0 closes it out in terms of that there are no more commands which follow. Now let's just review the entire code to make sure we're good. We have our two pre-processing directives at the top, IOStream and string. We have using namespace std, int main, int x, y, and temp. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. We're demonstrating the x and the y in terms of their output. They should be 1 and 1. Then we have the loop procedure, a 0 up to 18, not including 18. We'll have a total of 20 numbers. That loop begins with demonstrating x plus y. It demonstrates it in terms of an output. The conditions change, x and y adopt new values, and then after the a goes from 0 up to 17, including 17, the loop ends and the program terminates. If you look here at the lower right portion of the screen, there's a little blue button over here. I'm going to press that blue button and then we'll run the code. Prior to running the code, let's zoom out a bit. I'm going to compile the code, it's running, and let's look at the output. And the output is right here for you to see. The Fibonacci numbers, there should be 20 of these, and you can count, there will indeed be 20 Fibonacci numbers. You can see it's going from 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, all the way down to 6,765. Each number is the sum of the previous two numbers. 13 is the sum of 5 and 8. 233 is the sum of 89 and 144. 2,584 is the sum of the previous two, 987 and 1597, and the Fibonacci series here up to 20 numbers has been developed for you by means of this program that you see right here at the top. You can see it, the entire coding is complete. That's about all I wanted to demonstrate for you in this particular video, the recursive algorithm and C++ coding. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.